Hey, thanks for checking out Live on Tape Delay, episode 509. In Western New York, I'm Chris Wilson. On the other end of the internet, John Raybeans Raycroft and Rob Fiasco.
It's another year for Habit Data, and I am here for it, and so are you, and so are Ray and Chris, and they are going to battle for the third time. LOTDQQ. Habit Data coming at you. Will Ray be the defending champion yet again? Is he the Mahomes of LOTDQQ habit tracking? Or will Chris be crowned the new champion, much like the Buffalo Bills will be crowned the champions of the Super Bowl this year? Let's see.
I don't want to act too happy because you guys don't know what's about to happen, and maybe I'm just bluffing, but we don't really know what's going to happen, so you have to stick around. I'm getting really happy, and my voice is getting higher and higher. Here's 509. Enjoy! Yo, you're on the mic. What's your beef?
Hey, 2025.
I know. Feels a lot like 2024, though, doesn't it?
Sure does.
I think we say that every year. Whatever.
It's cold.
I know.
Again.
I just came back in from shoveling to try to keep up ahead of the snow. So I don't know.
You just wanted to use your
snow
blow.
It's not enough for
the extra shoveling.
It's too much to not shovel, but it's not enough for the snowblower yet. So gotcha. It was one, like, I didn't even break a sweat. I just went out and kind of like, just kind of pushed it, and then you make a little pile and like get rid of that. So no, it wasn't too bad, but I want to try to, I don't know how much we're supposed to get overnight. So I don't know. I heard everything from like 2 feet to an inch. So it's somewhere in between there.
Like, yeah. It's lake effect. It's like, where does that band end up?
Exactly. So either way, I'm going to be fucked on the way to work tomorrow. Whether I'm fucked here, or I'm fucked in the middle band, or I'm fucked in the northern band, no matter what it is, I'm going to hit it.
I mean, you shouldn't go.
I know. I just shouldn't go at all. Ever.
There you go. Right.
But then, you know, there's bills
shouldn't go tomorrow
that I have to pay. But I don't really like paying those. So
just don't.
Yeah. I did
There's
that
no
once.
rules in 2025. That is that is the motto for everything.
No rules.
2025, no rules.
All right. Well, I mean, I can try. I can see how far that'll take me. I can't guarantee. I can't guarantee that's advice for the listeners, but
right. Do your own research.
Exactly. That's how we escape all liability and
not financial advice.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think my camera's working, so.
Aw.
But today's the naked episode.
I know. You're just going to have to imagine.
I do that anyway.
I always do. Update. I don't think it was food poisoning. Now that I'm hearing a lot of like stomach flu and norovirus.
Oh, yeah?
Things going around. So I'm thinking maybe I did get something. I don't know how people near me. Well, one person near me did, and then other people didn't get anything. So I don't know.
Yeah, I spent Christmas night with you closely.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
And I didn't have anything.
Yeah, but you weren't licking the slot machines like I was.
That's true.
Maybe you were just kissing them.
Maybe you just had the infected slot machine. Like you were at the one all night, and I was at the one next door to it all night. So
that's true. Yep. So who knows? But I have seen a lot of things on Reddit where people are like, "Oh, this stomach bug going around's pretty nasty," and I'm like, "That sounds like what I had."
Yeah, it could be. I mean, you had it for the ones that I had heard of. Not it affects everybody differently, obviously, but the ones that I had heard of was like 12 hours or less, in, out, done, excruciating, and then it's like done. You were in for like 2 days, weren't you? Or down for like 2 days?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. The worst of it was within 12 hours, and then kind of lingered around. And even still, the Monday when I woke up, like I never get indigestion or heartburn, and I woke up and like I felt like it was up to my up to here.
Oh, up into your neck.
Like, so didn't even have coffee, whatever, and ended up being fine. Then I woke up at 4 a.m. out of a dead sleep with one of the, like, where you feel it like rise up.
Oh yeah,
you feel like you're gonna throw up, kind of thing.
I used to get that a lot.
That's not something I get. So
yeah, I've woke up like basically with puke in the back of my throat, like like I could die that way. That's how Jimi Hendrix died, man. You know.
It was like, like burn. I was like, this is a way to wake up. So I got up and went to the bathroom. Went back to bed, but I was like, okay, now I'm not caring for this. I'm hoping this is still related to whatever is still passing through me. But
you're out of the woods now. A week later,
I'm still tired. But as I went back and listened to previous January 1-ish episodes, we are always tired, you and I. So
that's fair.
I think we have seasonal affective disorder.
It's being in this part of the country, would you doubt it? Like
no,
no,
I would not. So I've said this now for more than a year that I'd like to, like, I know they make lights that help that. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. It's when it's dark all the time, I don't care for it. But
no,
that's life.
Yeah, it's dark when you wake up. It's dark when you get home. You're done with work. It's dark all the time. But we have passed the shortest day mark, so we're on the upsweep.
I can see it.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm like, is it daylight savings yet? No, fuck.
No.
When is it?
March.
God damn it. It's so far away.
March. I don't know.
March 9th.
Oh.
Okay.
Getting close.
Yeah. I need something to count down to or up to or however you want to say that. I need something to look forward to. And if that's it, all right. And again, if you go back to February episodes, I'm sure I know the last at least 3 or 4 years I've bitched about like just being like February is the worst. That's when it finally all catches up and it's been long enough. And I just can't fucking take it anymore. And there's still a month and a half to go. And you're like, God. So, yeah, knowing that we've got January and February. Okay. I can buckle down for 8 weeks.
Sure.
Oh, God.
You can do it. What'd you end up doing for New Year's Eve?
Hung out here, played some video games. I thawed out some shrimp, which is my own little personal tradition that I do. Ate some shrimp, watched some Twilight Zone. Ball dropped. Clicked my, I think I've talked about that before, flicked my porch light. We used to do that when I was a kid. Like that was, my grandparents lived right across the street from us growing up. So like, I think that's where it came from. We would flick our light and they would flick their light and we're like, Happy New Year. But I've just kept up that tradition since then and I moved out 25 years ago. So if I've had a porch light, I've flicked it at midnight on New Year's Eve. Did it and then cleaned up and went to bed. I think I was upstairs asleep by maybe 20 after 12. I don't know.
Nice.
So yeah, but I made it. I made it to midnight. For no reason other than that. Is Ray there?
I don't know if he's here.
I don't know. Oh.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah. I kind of did the same thing. I played video games and watched random sports, and fireworks went off until about 1:30 in the morning, super loud right by my house, and it annoyed the shit out of me, and that was about it.
No fireworks around here last night for New Year's Eve. It's one of the first years I haven't. There was nothing.
That's funny because my mom said they were over by her. They were doing fireworks.
Oh, really? Yeah, I didn't hear anything.
They're so bad here. It sounds like a war zone. Like from about 11:30 until about 12:30, it's just constant, just the loudest things ever. It literally sounds like gunshots going off for an hour nonstop.
Yeah,
it's
usually
awful.
It didn't click to me until you just said that. Like usually there's somebody around, and it's not too bad in this neighborhood, but there are some. Mm-hmm. I didn't hear anything last night, so that's interesting, huh?
Did y'all see I think, was it like China did like a dragon drone show?
That was crazy.
Over New Jersey?
Visuals of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, they're actually the root cause of the fog and the drones and all of it.
They took one of the weather balloons over. They loaded all the drones in there and flew them over.
Mm-hmm. That sounds right.
But that's cool. Yeah, I did nothing. It was a regular Tuesday night for me, and I went to bed at 11 o'clock.
Oh, didn't even force yourself to stay up for the Jelly Roll concert on CBS?
Zero interest. And yeah, any of the, like, I didn't watch any of the stuff. Like, none of it was of interest to me. I watched the Sabres lose to the Dallas Stars, and then I went to bed.
Yeah, like I said, I went to
bed.
I watched The Twilight Zone at 11:55. I always kick over to CBS or ABC or what. I think I went to CBS last night. Watched the ball drop.
Carson Daly still doing it?
I didn't even pay attention, to be honest with you. I know that Jelly Roll was on like before and after the ball drop, and I don't know. He was on one channel, and then Seacrest was on another, and I don't know who was on NBC. I didn't really watch it. So yeah,
I'm glad I'm not in the entertainment industry, because I was just able to go to bed last night.
I was thinking about that. I
have to go out and like do stuff. Like, it's a big night for a lot of people.
I was trying to think of when the last New Year's Eve gig that I did was. I know back in the day, like the early 2000s, I did a bunch of club gigs on New Year's Eve, and I did a couple bigger ones later on in my career, I guess. But it's been like, God, maybe 15 years since I've done anything on New Year's. Like, I'm staying home. I'm old enough now. I think the last big one I did was in Pittsburgh. I don't even know what year it was. I'd have to find that pass. 06 maybe. So 18 years ago. It was, what's his name there? Pittsburgh local with the bandana and Poison. The fuck's his name?
Terry Bradshaw. Michaels.
Yes, down in Station Square for the TikTok Rock, and that was terrible. So, I mean, it was just terrible to be there outside. You're doing an outdoor gig in the fucking snow in the Northeast. Like, nope. But somebody's got to do it, I guess.
Yep.
I don't know.
Not going to be you.
I'm just over it. Hopefully, knock wood. Hopefully, it's one of those I've said a million times. I'm glad I did it. I hope I never have to do it again. Chalk it up to that.
My favorite. Well, I've had a couple really good New Year's Eves. My favorites are, It Looks Like Crystal, and then prior to that would be,
I forgot that was New Year's Eve.
The stumble over on Grant Street or wherever it was there from where you were living, Sturgis maybe.
Sturgis and Crossman. It was Grant. That was the other. That's where we stumbled to. I don't remember.
I don't know.
And that would have been New Year's Eve. We're really going to date ourselves. New Year's Eve 98 into 99 would have been that year, and that was the night I was introduced to Jammer Lammy and Bust a Groove. Changed my life.
See.
Yeah.
Where would you be today?
Yeah, I just remember, and I hope Chris is listening to this episode, Chris Lee just puking some sort of red vile nastiness off the porch, and I'm just like, dude, are you okay? And he just looks at me like he's all hunched over. No. I'm like, all right, buddy, I'm going to go try to follow my own stumbling footsteps back to my own house. That was so fun, though. I forgot there was,
Did we ever discuss what did y'all do for Y2K? Like, what was y'all's approach to Y2K when it happened? Because I was very young, so for me it was just it's happening. We're listening to Will Smith. That was it. But was it different for y'all?
I was at a gig again. I forgot about that one. Holy shit! That would have been just the next year from the stumbling party. It seems like miles away. I was doing production with. For First Night Erie in Erie, PA. It's been 20 some years, so I don't think I'm calling anybody in. So the company I was working with had like 5 different venues around Erie that we were doing, and I was the floater. So we load into whatever the arena is called down there. So we load in stage, we fly PA, we fly lighting, whatever else. I get backline set up, and then boop, I'm off to some church to set up some little sound system for somebody else. So I set that up. The engineer comes in. I'm like, here you go. Boop. I'm off to some, I don't know, it was like an office building, and there was some shit going on in like one of their conference room. I don't even know. So I set that up. Boop. I'm out. So I'm just zipping from place to place to place. At midnight, I'm driving across the city with somebody else. I don't even remember who else was there. And we're waiting. Fireworks are going off over the Lake Erie lakefront. And it clicks to midnight. The lights are still on. I roll down my window and just scream, the lights are still on, bitches. And I keep going to my next. Now I'm into loadout mode. So now I'm hitting all these other places to like go collect gear. And then that morning, I'm on my way home at like 5 or 6 a.m. finally. And I'm like, I'm blinking weird, whatever. And it was that day that I woke up with bells. Was New Year's Day 2000. Because the joke was my face was not Y2K compliant. Which lasted about a month. So I have not thought about that actually recently. So that's good. Yeah, that was it. I was driving across Erie, Pennsylvania, screaming, the lights are still on, bitches. And nothing happened. Other than my face broke.
And I have zero recollection. So that means it wasn't important.
Yeah. So you don't remember, Ray? Yeah, you would have been, what, 10 years old?
I remember being outside at my parents' house listening to Will Smith, whatever song was popular by him at the time, and watching Scooby-Doo Zombie Island. Something along those lines.
All right, so you had a better night than I did, is what you're saying.
Yeah. I had a very chill night at 12 or 13 years old.
I was 21, man.
You didn't have to do backline for the Turtles? What do you mean? I think that's who played.
Yeah.
The fuck? Lifetimes ago, man. Lifetimes ago.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of lifetimes ago, I did revisit at least 2 of our previous January episodes just to kind of touch base and see what was going on. Just a couple of tidbits that I wanted to share. In 2022, I had purchased the iPad Pro, which I still have, by the way.
Okay.
In 2023, around New Year's, I bought the Nintendo Switch. So,
okay. This was New Year's Eve 2023 into 2024, so just last year.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
God, it feels like longer ago than that. Okay.
Yeah, and then this year nothing crazy like that. So no big unless you call a house.
I mean, yeah, but, I mean that's big. It's different, but it's
not a treat yourself purchase.
Right.
Nothing like that.
It's an investment.
Yeah. The 2 episodes. One of them is 456, Cold and Fresh. The other one's 404, 2023. Now with data.
All right.
What was the other things? One of the things I talked about in both of the episodes is that I still haven't put together a will.
Okay.
Still has not happened, but this year I will do it.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that more and more too. There's a lot of things that I need to get done in that aspect, I guess, this year. I got to do all that shit in Q1, I think. I got to get that done.
Yeah, other than that, last year I talked about the Wingbits and Silencio on the crypto side. Okay. Wingbits was the flight data I was tracking, and then Silencio was the noise. Neither of those projects have gone live yet.
Okay. They still exist, though? They haven't...
They do still exist. Wingbits, actually, now, if you want to get into their ecosystem now, you have to buy a device that is manufactured by them.
Okay.
Since I was in it day one, I'm grandfathered in, and they're sending me a little adapter to use with my homemade device that I put together, so it'll work.
Okay.
But they should be launching in the first half of 2025.
Okay. So we're getting closer.
I think the same with Silencio. So they were launching, I think Silencio is launching on the Peak blockchain, which just launched. So they were waiting for that blockchain to launch before they launched their project.
Okay.
Peak is out now, and it's doing all right. It's like the D-pin chain, but they're supposed to be launching there. I'm in the top 10,000 of points accumulated. So will that be good for me for the airdrop? I don't know. Maybe not. But I've been doing it. I'm on like a 250 something day streak of recording data every day. So we'll see.
It's not bad. It can't hurt, right?
Right. So I don't know. We'll still going on those. The grass I talked about, that extension that launched and was like $1,000. So that was some free money. That was cool. I just got added to a wait list, and I shared the app in the Discord, which you could get access to, and then you would get that link. So that'd be cool. You should join us. The app is called Stadium.science, and is part of this D-science kind of thing going on. I'm not entirely sure. But what the app looks to do is once you get in, you can then like share your health data to be like included in this. And you're, I think, rewarded for that. But then they have like market betting, like tonight's
really?
is will men or women sleep better tomorrow?
Okay. All right.
You place a bet on that, and then they've got, however many people are providing their data currently. I'm not sure.
It's legit enough to have apps on both the Apple Store and the Google Play Store. So
if you download it, please use my link and you'll move up on the wait list where I don't have access to it, but I don't know. It seems interesting. So I signed up for it. Check it out. But yeah, I don't know. That could be. And they're supposed to be they're doing something with like vitamin C and sleep coming up. So it's like these massive decentralized these that you can also bet on.
That's interesting. And it makes it cute almost, not to diminutize it, but just, you can, it makes me feel like channel points on Twitch. Like you can get some cool shit for it. You're doing this anyway. You're hanging out. Fuck, man. You might as well bet on it. Why not?
Right. So, let me share this real quick.
But you can share your data from the Oura Ring, Apple Watch, Whoop. I'm not sure what Whoop is, or Sleep 8, Fitbit, Garmin, the Cutest Ring, which we talked about a couple weeks ago. Pulse One, Atom Health, or Throne, which I've heard of about half of those. So,
quick update. If you want to legitimately track your health data, get an Oura Ring.
Okay.
If you just like cool tech and you're not quite as concerned with the health data right now, and you like the possibilities of getting paid for your data and possibly an airdrop, then do the Cutest Ring. When I was sick, I did comparisons, and Aura knocked it out of the park. And
no kidding.
You said I had 100% sleep score.
Huh.
No. So they've got some work to do. They're very new. I think they just launched a partnership with UCLA Women's Athletics.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know. That's cool. But they've got a long way to go. They've been around less than a year.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to rely on the data you're getting from it, that's not the one I would go with. So.
Okay, right. But if you want to be cutting edge and whatever, then that's really good information, because the price difference was what? It was like $100, $150 difference in the hardware.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So it all depends on what you're looking for. I get enough from the watch for what I need at this point. I don't know.
Does the payout from Qudis make up for the difference in data quality?
Qdis is not live yet, so I do not know.
That would be the interesting part.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe at some point. I don't even know if this is correct. Apparently, I earned 36 yesterday, but what that means, I don't know. Because it's not really lined, and I can't see that anywhere. So I don't know.
Well, all right.
Cool.
We'll stand by and bring it to you live as it happens. I don't know.
That's right. That's right. Anyway, that being said, let's start with the, I think, third annual. It's almost the fourth annual.
It's the third or fourth. Yeah. I think this.
Well, the first one we did was just loosey goosey, nothing, no spreadsheets, nothing.
Yeah.
Then it was 2023 live with data because we had some data.
Yeah, and again, the data we're talking about is I think we base this all around yours, Rob. Resolutions and habits and streaks. You know, so things that you've wanted to do, and then it pits John and I against each other to play based on Price is Right rules. We guess how many times you have done X activity that you wanted to do, and then the second part of that is how many days in a row did you do that. So
correct. If
we were smart and or not lazy, we could have gone back now to the 2021-22 episode. We could have, or the 22-23 episode, the 23-24 episode, and kind of gotten a feel. There's also been some little sniglets throughout the year that both Ray and I are like, I'm gonna write that down. I know neither one of us have. So it's now time again to go through and you're going to give us the activities that you had promised yourself to do, and we're going to guess if you've done them. So there's the catch up for anybody that hasn't been with us for the past 3 years.
Correct.
But and it's tradition.
New year, new tech. We're hopping out of the spreadsheets and into a web app.
Oh man, one of these days we're going to figure out where to launch it live at liveontapeddelay.com, which isn't there yet, but it exists. We own it. That's as far as we got.
That's right. 2025, baby. So we now have, hopefully, I have not tested this fully, but I think it'll work.
I think it looks good, and I think we need to post at the end of this. We need to post a screenshot of this because it's super cool. It's super not just a spreadsheet, but it also has that old school feel to it, that very 90s feel to it. So this is, I feel very comfortable looking at this.
Oh, good. This might be an advantage for you.
No, I'm not going to know shit. No. Ray's got a better memory than I do, I think. So, and he, I think in the last 2 years has won. So I think I'm behind. I'm down 2 years.
I listened to the previous episode, the 2022 and the 2023, and I figure out who won. Like we didn't really okay. And the points were only like by a half of, at one point, like Ray was up by half a point, but it was like 1.5 to 1, and I was like, I don't know.
That sounds like
I think we treat these like New Year's resolutions, just kind of general.
No,
it's a good idea.
Now though,
it's more a feeling than an actual hard data.
Am I supposed to open this link and enter my answers as we go, or
no?
Okay. That's good. I'll try my best to describe.
We'll be entering for you.
Kind of what's going on. Okay.
So we do have the defending champion as Ray Bizzle last year.
Yes. Okay.
So, all right. 0-0. First one up is my daily walk. So about a mile and a half. 2022, I did it 181 times.
Okay.
2023, I did it 169 times. How many times did I do it in 2024?
Okay. I'm going to go a little bit less, only because I know you've been commuting a lot more between there and here and things like that. So you may not have been available as many days to kind of settle into it. let's see, you did 181 in 22. You did 169. I don't think you fell off that much further. I'm going to say that you're at the 140 mark.
I'm going to go Price is Right rules and go like
Damn it, that's
15.
how he beats me.
I don't think that. I think Price is Right rules might not be in place for this. So if you are over, you will not. It will not be held against you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we're not gonna submit anything yet. We're gonna move to the streak. So in 2022, 23 days in a row, hit my mile and a half.
Okay.
2023 though, 45 days in a row.
Okay, so it was less times, but the streak was higher. I'm going to say it's in the middle there. I'm going to go 30. I'm going to go with a 30-day streak.
All right.
I feel like the streak is lower. I feel like you might have realistically competed with the same number, but I feel like the streak is probably lower and probably like 15.
So you think that I did 15? I did it 15 times this year, and then I did it 15 days in a row, and then I didn't.
No, that is a strategic choice for the number total.
Okay, yeah.
But the streak is 15 overall. This is all just trying to be Chris.
Let's see if it works. Submit. And,
wow.
Takes an early lead. The results are in. 2024, my count 214.
That's impressive. Out of 365. Okay. All right.
The streak did go down. We're at 30, which
I hit that on the Nosey, baby.
Yep, that was your guess right there. And yeah, percentage up a little bit. So from 46 to 58. So how about that?
That's pretty
Score
good.
is 2-0.
Oh, two
But now this
points?
makes this really difficult because historically there's always been a trend here. And are you going to trend above past numbers for everything or not? That's what we have to decide.
I'm just actually surprised again, not to, dox you in the online here or anything, but I know you've been commuting back and forth a lot more this year than you were last year. So to still hit 214 days, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty good. I like it. I don't feel any better, but
Well, I was doing my 2-mile walks in the park too when the weather was nice, and now that the weather got shitty, I'm like, I'm just not fucking walking.
I'd love for that to be closer to 300 days, maybe next year. All right, next habit, surveys. So it's not that I want to build a habit of doing surveys. It's that it's free money. Like I think I earned more than $1,000 from taking surveys on this one app in 2024. So it's just a reminder. And I want to build that habit of do it every day because it's free money.
Sure.
So,
I mean, it could be worse. It could be like looking at horoscopes, which doesn't get you anything. So
2022, 146 days. 2023, 194 days.
I'm gonna, man, I don't know, because now you've seen the return on investment and you know what it means. It's not just I'm doing it because I think I'm going to get something out of it. I'm going to say it's higher still, but not much. I'm going to go 205, up from 194 to 205.
300.
Whew. All right. And then for my streak, 2022, I did it 13 days in a row. Not that great, but the weekends makes it hard. I'm not at my computer. 2023, 22 times though. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm going to go just slightly up from this. I'll go 25 is the best streak. I think you did almost a solid month in there somewhere.
I'm going to hedge my bet, and I'm going to go a low streak number to offset the high total number, and I'm going to go a streak of 10.
Survey says. Ooh, we got Sea Wrench with a point, and we got Ray Beans with a point. So The results 129.
Okay, so it went down.
And the streak 10. So Ray hits on the streak.
Okay.
C Wrench hits on the count.
Okay, and again, so, Price is Right rules do not apply. It's just who's closest at this point. So okay, that's fair. That's fine.
So Chris is up 3-1, but yeah, down a little bit, which is a bummer, because it's free money and it's always there. There's always surveys for me to take. I could probably do, like, some people do $1,000 a month on this site.
That's
like
insane.
There's no reason I couldn't do that. It'd be a lot of work, but there's no reason I couldn't.
Yeah,
so,
but is it a 40? Are you doing 40 hours a week to make $1,000? You know what I mean? That's
yeah, exactly. So. There you go. Please pause. I'm going to take off my sweater because I'm making myself hot.
You're making yourself hot by taking off clothes. That does make sense.
Whew.
That's how it works.
All right. 3-1.
The nipples there. That's all we needed.
That's all you needed.
That's why we're an audio podcast, kids. We're still not safe for work.
Guitar. Remember this one, guys?
Oh, yeah.
2022. 14 times out of the year I played guitar. 2023, I played 53 days.
Okay.
So quite a step up. Did I step it up again, or did I say, what is a guitar?
I don't, man, I'm going to talk out of both sides of my mouth here. I don't recall you talking about playing very often. However, there's something sticking in my mind that you had played for a while. You were working on a project, and this was one of those ones that was like, that Ray was like, I'm going to write this down. But now I've forgotten about it. I'm going to say it's still less than 2023, which your count was 53. I'm going to go with 40. 40 days.
40 days. All right. Ray?
I guess since Price is Right rules don't apply and go a little over and still count, I'm going to go 65.
65. And from a streaks, 5 days in a row in 2022, 15 days in a row in 2023.
I feel of these 3 years that 2023 was kind of a peak of recent. So I'm going to go best streak. I'm going to give you just over a week. I'm going to go 9.
I'm giving you no streak. I'm going like 2 days.
2 days in a row. Survey says C Rich wins.
See, Price is Right rules is what was fucking me.
The results are in 3.
Okay, so I wasn't imagining it. There was no real talk of anything in 2024.
I got the streak right though.
Of 2, yeah, that's true.
You sure did.
That was one hell of a half of a week right there.
Trending down in all 3 categories. It's not going to be hard to beat this year.
Sure.
And I'd like to. I think 2024 was more AI music creation.
Yeah, it's
and
true.
then maybe physical. But I have been thinking about it.
If you're closer to me for the majority or even half of 2025, we may be able to bump this up.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. All right. So total score 4-2.
Okay. All right. Oh, because that was a split round, right? Ray got a point. I got a point.
Yep.
Okay.
So both of his points where I have been on the streak bonus.
Nice.
All right. Next is my plank a day, where I just stretch it out on the floor and do my daily plank.
I haven't heard much talk about this one either. So let's see. 2022, you did 49. 2023, you did 80. So that's a significant increase there. Again, this has been a weird year. I feel that this one might have fallen off a little bit. 49 to 80. I'm going to go, I'm feeling 60.
60 planks for you, sir. Raymond.
I'm going to go 15 and 15 for both numbers.
Oh,
I just feel like it's like I don't feel like the streak is that high, but I feel like it's a safe bet. But I feel like 15 overall for the number of planks is a good bet.
The streak and the 2022 streak was 15. The 2023 streak was 15. I have to just not have the same answer. I'll go 14 for the 2024
That was
streak.
not on purpose, by the way. I didn't even notice that.
survey says 79.
Wow, so you almost exactly 2024 to 2023.
Wow. Yep.
But I nailed that streak on the nosy again.
79 and 14 and 80 and 50. Hey, at least I'm consistent.
That's impressive actually.
Total
Chris's
score.
right rolls truly was the breaking point for Chris.
I know. Thank fucking God it's gone.
He actually paid me to design this game with these specific rules.
It's true.
That's weird.
This is also, God damn it. Why haven't we figured out how to do video? Anyway, 2025. We'll do it.
25. That's right. 6-2. Next round. Reading. Now, I will say my goal in 2024 was to read 10 books. I did not hit that goal.
Okay. I bet I did. I read a shit ton the later half of this year. Not going to go into that. But also, I probably bought... Oh, my God. I would have to look at my Audible account. I did a lot of audiobooks as well, which I know really doesn't count for this type of thing. But I read a ton. So I didn't keep track of it. I could go look at my Kindle app and go count my bookshelf if I really wanted to. But yeah, just a little personal thing for me. I read a ton the later half of this year for reasons. But we're talking about you. 2022, you read 86 days. 2023, 151 days. I think you've kept that up. I don't think it's still, you're increasing by 40% a year as you have been. But I'm going to give you 165.
I'm going to go with 75.
You think it's dropped?
You think I don't know how to read?
I don't have a good reason for it. I just feel like the number is probably
He's
lower.
losing 6-2. That's his reason for it.
I mean, you got to go with your gut sometimes. I'll go with that. Streak.
And how many days in a row?
I'm going to keep with that. 2022 was a 10-day streak. 2023 was a 20-day streak. I'll keep with that 20. I'm going to say that feels good still.
Okay.
15.
Services. 213 days.
So you cranked that up a little bit. And that's the thing. That's where it gets weird too of like, okay, I'm going to do 10 books. Well, maybe it's 10 fucking War and Pieces or it's 10 Encyclopedia Browns,
I read the Under the Dome.
Yeah, that's 6 months on its own.
Book. And I read the Elon Musk biography, which was rather large. So those are two that just took up a lot of time.
Yeah, and that's weird.
Why We Sleep, which is another longer book. So
yeah, and that's why it's a weird metric of like, oh, I'm going to read 10 books. I'm going to read 10, 20 books, whatever it is. Like it doesn't. This is a more fair. Even you've read 213 days in the 50-day streak. That's pretty good.
I've been pretty proud of that one. This one, I've got a new Kindle this year. I thought I deserved it. I got one of the new ones like the second they came out.
I'm thinking about it.
After. So I picked up one of those. I've got so many books on my to-read list that I don't foresee running out.
Well, and now that I've got my library card, see, I can I can rock all the Libby shit now too. I have
Let
not.
me tell you, I'm reading magazines on Libby because can just watch. I didn't look for porn, but there's like FHM, like those magazines. Those are on there. Those are like Guitar World but just whatever. Like any tons of magazines, like weird shit. And then you can just read. You can just subscribe, and then you just get them when they're available. Like it doesn't cost you anything.
That's pretty good.
So, yeah. Huh. And I can read them on my iPad Pro, and it looks pretty good.
And now your new Kindle.
That is cool. Well, magazines don't look good on Kindle.
Oh, really?
Not the one I had. I didn't get the color one.
Oh, that's right. We did talk about that. That you got the liquid paper, whatever. I like that. I like that look on a Kindle. I don't know. I've got an old school one.
Yeah, I got it's like the older cheap one. I just like it because it's small and it fits in your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Score is 7-2.
Woo. Thank God for no Price is Right rules.
Next of it. Weightlifting. I don't know if you guys can see. Maybe I should have turned the camera off. I'm ripped.
Well, we saw when you took the one shirt off, we accidentally got, a little bit of look that maybe we shouldn't have.
My shirt on my six pack.
Mm-hmm. You look like Dave Bautista over there.
Yeah.
It was intimidating.
Just shiny. Like, oh, yeah, I'm just going to take this shirt off, guys. Here. Did you have to oil up for that? Yeah, I mean.
It's to me that in 2022, I could lift weights for 18 days. And in 2023, I could lift for 14 days and I'm not jacked.
I know.
Like, what the hell, guys?
And both of those for 3 days in a row.
I don't see. What am I doing wrong?
I'm going to say it's a little more than both of those. Not much, though. I'm going to give you 22.
It's kind of you.
I've been so wrong so far, so I'm going to go with like 60 days.
Oof. What about a streak? Can I do better than 3 days in a row lifting weights?
Streak, I'll give you one more. I'll give you a 4-day streak.
That's nice of you.
5.
Oh, survey says.
Oh, damn. I still won, but that's way more than both of us thought.
Not bad.
36 days with an 8-day streak. I don't know that I could do. I would get sore. Like I'm still. Yeah. I think it's from when I fell down the stairs, but like my shoulders all fucked up still from. I thought it was that day I went bowling, but that night I fell down the stairs, so something's fucked up in my shoulder. I don't know. Fun. Yeah, so it's one of those like I think I would injure myself and then be like I need to take 6 months off.
Personally, I'd like to see this number like 4 or 5 times what it is. It's pretty embarrassingly bad, but it's still on there at least as a reminder. And it is going the right way this year.
I mean, it's average it out. That's what, every week and a half kind of thing. If you look outside of the streak.
Yep.
Okay.
It's not great.
No, but it's also, anything helps. So.
Sure. More than some people.
It's more than I've done, really.
8-2.
I've been doing stair push-ups, though. My brother turned me on to those. Like, I'll stand at the bottom of my stairs and then, like, grab the 5th or 6th stair up and kind of, you do thumbs up kind of thing and then just go till your nose hits the stair above where your hands are so you don't break your face. But, like, don't push yourself back up, which is easy to do. Like, don't jettison yourself back up. Just do it nice and controlled. So I'll do, like, 15 of those, but I'll do that multiple times a day. I've been trying to kind of do that. I don't know if it's still, I haven't seen anything. I'm not jacked, but like maybe if I can get rid of the moobs a little bit, I'll be all right.
Yeah, I think the goal, like with some of these, it would be accountability to get to a point where I'm like, oh yeah, I feel pretty good, and I look pretty different. I did it 250 times this year.
Yeah,
like that, But this is just it's accountability, and I don't have any.
Well, I mean, other than once a year when we do this, and it's your accountability to do more than you did the year before. That's it. That's all I'm trying to do. I mean, were all of these in the last month in prep for this episode? Oh, okay.
I gotta get something. No.
Okay.
Next up, stretching. Which, man, it's just, you got to do it, man.
I know. This is where I would be bad. I've been doing...
you want to start stretching, just go hang out with a bunch of old people and watch them walk up and down the stairs.
Yeah, I might have talked about this before. I've started... A couple of years ago, I started stretching like my lower legs and my feet. Does that make any sense? I don't know if I talked about this before, but like, I don't know. There's various, like where you stand up and then like just put your feet flat on the floor and then like raise your big toes and then put those down and then raise all your other toes except your big toe. Like you do that. And then you alternate it out and put all your you just stand on the base of your feet, put all your toes up, and then try to put just your big toes down, and then just all the other toes down. You do like 10 of those, 10 reps of that, and it's amazing like how your feet will cramp up, and it'll hurt at first and whatever. So I've been doing that for like maybe 2 years, and then I was bitching about it to my kid a while ago, and then for Christmas, I actually have him here. She bought me a tube of tennis balls to just put like while I'm sitting back here playing video games or working back here or whatever, just to like roll out my feet because my feet have just been killing me. So like I'm stretching parts of my body, not the parts I maybe should, but I'm working on my feet.
That's right. You got to keep that circulation.
Yeah, it really is like you don't realize how locked up your lower legs are until you can kind of break them out. Even after just a couple of days of doing that, you're like, holy shit, I'm walking easier. You're not like Frankenstein walking. And then I won't do it for a month and then it comes back. So anyway, yeah. Back to stretching.
Yeah. If I do any stretching in 2024,
I'm going to do my toe exercises right now while we're talking.
There you go. Toe it up.
Hell yeah.
2022, 22 times I stretched. I mean, I I sat down and was like, I'm going to do focus stretching. It's not like, I stretch every day. If so, my yawn or, whatever.
Yeah.
That doesn't count. This is intended stretching. So 22 days in 2022, 9 days in 2023. But I did those 9 days in a row.
9 days in a row. Again, I'm going to say a little more, but not many. I'm going to go up from 9. I'm going to say 15. And I did look into lazy yoga, by the way, which I did not. I did it for like 2 days. I got as far as buying a mat and doing it for 2 days. So
no, I have a mat. We can do it together.
All right. We'll do one more thing that we can be accountability buddies on.
125 is busy for us. All right, Ray, what do you got?
I'm going to go with 37.
It'll be the highest count in 3 years. I hope you're correct. 2023, you did 9 times, and they were all 9 in a row. I think the stretching is much like that, where you're going to focus on it, and then it's going to fall off. Real life is going to get in the way. So of 15, I'm going to split it, and I'm going to say you did 8, and then you did another 7. So yeah, 8 is going to be your long one there.
I'm going to go with 4.
Survey says
not a big stretching year, apparently 2024.
3 times.
Okay. And a streak of 1. All right, that's, no judging. Shit happens. Life gets in the way. I get it.
Yeah, it just wasn't as much as I want it to be a focus. I have not taken out the time because I'm clearly not stacking it with weightlifting.
Sure.
So, it's not being stacked with the other things that it should be getting stacked with. Probably plank, weightlifting, and stretching. I try to do them all together. And
and that's tough, though, depending on the time. Like, that's a big chunk of time to devote to a thing. And that's where I always felt, like I said, with my feet stretching thing, is I can sit here and I can do that while we're doing a podcast. I can do it while I'm working on something, while I'm playing a game, while I'm So things like that are easier because you're doing something else anyway. If these are
hour and a half in every podcast.
Exactly. But if these are things that have to be done on their own, I think those are a little bit tougher to do.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I'm gonna break out a tennis ball.
Fair enough. Moving on, score 9-2. Push-ups. Oh, another one. Yay, me. I did 15 days of push-ups in 2022. I did 47 days of push-ups in 2023. What a difference.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
I feel, again, and all these are just gut things, I feel this one may have fallen down a little bit. I'm going to go, let's see, you did 15, then you did 47. I'm going to go 28. Push-ups suck, even when you do them on the stairs. They suck.
Indeed.
60.
Heck yeah, boy.
You're going the up route. Streak 2022 streak was 5. 2023 streak was 12. I'm going 28. I'm going to go 7. I'm going to say you had a hot week.
Hey.
I don't think the streak was as good. I think 3.
What'd we get? We got 64.
Oh, Ray takes the round.
Look at that.
Is that the first one? Is that the first round I've actually gotten?
Yeah, we've split. I think that's the first one you've rocked straight up.
So
64 with a 14-day streak. All right. Damn.
I was doing more. It was not intentional, but I started doing it and then just was trying to consistently do it more.
Okay.
And I did.
Yeah, yeah. A 17.53% increase over the previous year. It's in the green. That's all that matters.
I think it's a 17.53% of the year I did it.
Oh, is it? I thought it was increase over the year before.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Either way.
7. Yeah, so about a fifth of the days this year.
Okay.
Push-ups.
All right. It's better than nothing.
That's right. Here we go. Next up, meditation.
Oh man, I've done this more.
Great job.
In my thing, I've got apps. I got a VR app that helps me with this.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
That is cool. 2022, 15 times. 2023, 13 times. 2024, 14 times. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
No. I know you were having a little bit of trouble with this and you might have been dissuaded a little bit. So I'm going to go less a little bit, but not many. I'm going to go 10.
I'm going to go a much higher number just because I need to throw everything at the wall I can to try to win here. So I'm going to go with 30.
Streak both years, 5 days.
And I only gave you a 10 count anyway, so I'll go down one. I'll go 4. I'll go 4-day streak.
We'll go with a 12-day streak.
All right. Who's going to win? Sea Wrench wins the round.
Yeah, I know.
6.
I know you were having trouble with it. I think we were talking about that not that long ago, maybe 2 months ago, 3 months ago.
I am struggling to get on board because my ability to focus is so bad. And I know that it would be helped by doing meditation, but even 5 minutes I find so painful to sit and be with my thoughts that I just don't do it.
I have a not a sponsor, but let me look it up. I was hoping I found a really cool app that I like a lot. And it's a guided it's not like a straight up empty your mind, think of nothing, that kind of thing. It's a mindfulness meditation where it has you focus on your breath, and then it does body scans, and then it does, little tricks of if you find your mind wandering, how to kind of drag it back in. But he keeps kind of talking to you through it. So it's not like you're just left to your own. I mean, you can if you want to, but it's left to your own devices. It's called Balance. And I found it. They had something. It was an Apple. It was an Apple suggested something, and it was like normally it's like $65 for the year or whatever. And it was like because it was sponsored by Apple, it was like you can name your price for a year. It was like anything from like $1 to full price, and I was like, I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna try this. I'll give you $10, and I unlocked it for the year. And I've got, I don't know, I could boot it up and see. I'm way overdue for it. But I think I've got like 4 or 5 hours worth in it now at like 5 to 10 minutes a piece. Yeah. And it's like there's some training sessions, and then there's like some freebies you can do. This was the one I think I was talking to you about back in late October. There was a whole section of like dealing with the election. There was like a whole meditation section just dealing with that. So it was really cool. So anyway, I mean, I don't know what it is now, but I would vouch for that as not a sponsor, but a Chris Wilson seal of approval, the Balance app.
Heft approved.
Yes, heft approved. I like it a lot. And the dude's voice in there is like super soothing on its own. So yeah, anyway.
It says I've downloaded it before. I'll give it another.
I really like it.
I'm pretty sure I've downloaded every meditation app that is available on iOS. So
okay,
but
yeah, that was I tried a couple of them. That was the one that I really locked onto.
Clearly, nothing's working, so I will try it again.
Yeah, and they say that like the more you do it and the more consistently you do it, which again I have fallen off of, like the easier and better it gets. But I have felt some slight benefits from it.
Yeah. Yes, if I would do it, I would get benefits from it. It's the doing it part I'm having a problem with.
Yeah, and the consistency of it, because I set mine up.
A person like comes over to your house and like it's meditation time, and I'm not leaving until you do it.
Right. Because this one, when it boots up, and it's like because I think I've got mine set for like 7 or 7:30 at night to send me a reminder, and it's like if I'm at the bar, I'm like, "Fuck you, man, no."
Yep.
So anyway,
yeah, I'm pretty sure I do get a daily meditation notification at like 7 in the morning, and I always just close it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 10 to 3, getting towards the end, I believe here.
Okay.
Will we crown a new winner? We'll see. Next up, our friends at Duolingo. Ooh. They're not our friends, not a sponsor, but what do we got here for 2022? 146 days, and then 2023, 212 days. I should be fluent in Spanish by now. Am I? No.
No. I did that.
We learned a lot of words that I forgot 20 years ago.
Yeah, so. A couple of years ago, I was doing French again in this, and then I fell off, and then I started for a couple days again this summer, and then I didn't. And just the other day, it yelled at me. Like, it gets all... like passive aggressive, and I got the picture. The little bird. I think I will. The little bird. The thing. It was like facing away, and he was like showing me his bulbous ass, and he's like, "I guess you don't love me anymore." And he's walking away. It's like it's been 30 days since you've logged back in. I guess you don't love me anymore. I was like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? I don't need this from you, bird. But anyway,
right? Settle down.
So anyway, I got to get back into it. Yeah, if we friend each other, we can remind each other and keep each other going. But 146, 2023, you had 212. That's pretty good. Yeah. I think this is one that you've probably kept up on. I'm gonna go 235.
$285.
And streak.
2022 streak was 37. 2023 streak was 49. I think this is something you actually enjoy to do as well. So I'm going to give you a 60-day streak.
I'm going to have that and go with 30.
I'll be honest. I'm pretty sure both of these numbers are over, but we shall see. Ooh.
Oh, gone way down.
Still takes it.
Okay, with the 2024.
Yeah, go ahead.
123 with a streak of 23. I'll give a shout out here to Bijan over at the Comedy Pickaxe. I think this is like his thing. This is a religion for him. I think he's learning Japanese, and I think he's on like a 9-year streak or something ridiculous.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has not been a main focus for me.
Okay, all right.
Just hasn't. There were a couple like where it was getting to the point where I couldn't pass it. Like I'd get the rerun, and then that's a kicker for me because if I can't go it, like I don't have the premium version, so I can't just go in and retake it. I have to wait, and I would wait too long and forget about it.
Sure.
Then I lost streaks, and then once you lose your streak, what's the point of even fucking doing it? Just kidding. It's for learning. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened. And, it just it was hitting a point.
I get the mentality.
Where I couldn't just as easily fly through them as I had been, and it was actually taking a little more thought. And because of that, I have fallen off. So
my big push when I was hard, kind of hard-ish core. It wasn't even as hardcore as you were in 2024. But when I was playing squadrons with the French Canadian guy and the actual French guy, I was like, oh, I got to bone back up here, so I can impress them with a little something here and there. I never got there. So, and then we don't really fly anymore.
I thought Jim was going to just speak 100% Spanish after he moved, so that's why I was really learning. And it turns out he's still a gringo, so I didn't.
Jim may speak less Spanish than I do, and I don't speak Spanish. But however, I will give a shout out. His daughter is insanely fluent. Like, she's amazing, and kids pick the shit up, and they're as they're immersed in it even more. They don't have that fallback necessarily. She picked it up so quick.
It's hard for us old guys.
I know, but no, it's really impressive how fast she picked it up.
Moving on. Scores 11-3.
It's because Ray's camera doesn't work. That's why he can't.
That is why.
He's not intimidating me like he usually does.
That's got to be it. That really has to be it.
I think
that's the only explanation for this.
I know, because I can't see you, and I'm like, oh fuck, he knows this. Oh shit, I can't.
All right, so this is 8 hours sleep. This is not. I think I went to bed at 11 and I got up at 7, so I had 8 hours sleep. This is my sleeping device said 8 hours of total sleep for the day.
Okay. So in 2022, not tracked, so we didn't do this. In 2023, you had 33 days, 6 of those being in a row. I may have beat you in 2023, believe it or not. I think this is significantly higher for many reasons. I know that now you've got the Ring and you've got some other devices, I think, that are tracking it more accurately. I'm going to double that. I'm going to go from 33 to 66.
Okay.
I'm not going to quite double it. I'm going to go with like 45.
Streaks.
Last year's streak was 6. That one I'm going to drop a little bit though. I'm going to take that one down to 4. I'm going to take that to 4 days in a row.
Okay.
I want to drop that too. I'm going to go with 2.
How to sleep? Ray Bizzle with the points.
Oh shit. 28 less 8 hour night sleeps this year than last year, huh?
If we've had this conversation many a times, it takes me 30 minutes to an hour to fall asleep every night.
Okay.
And then I have to get up in the morning and go to work. So, I mean, 32, even if you go to bed at 11 and you get up at 7 for your 8 hours, I've already lost an hour just trying to fall asleep.
Right. So in order to make this happen, you have to dedicate 11 hours basically to for the whole process in order to get 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
And that may be what, I don't know what my number is, but that may be why I'm kind of beating you. 9 times out of 10, I'm good. If I get all nestled in and snuggled in and good, dude, I'm 5 to 10 minutes. I can be out. Like most nights, not all, but yeah.
What's it like to not have anxiety?
I don't know. I just process it differently. I can tell you that one 100%.
But yeah, it's a struggle. So
okay,
I think that 2-day streak maybe it was just recently too. But
really?
It's something I aim for, and it's not like I'm not. It's not like I'm getting 5. I'm getting about 7.5.
Sure.
So if this was lowered, I think the count would be much higher.
Well,
however, I want 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah, and that's I think more to the point where I'm at. If I get, I'll get 8 hours, 8.5, 7.5, whatever, something in that. And then if I can't sleep, if I don't sleep, I'm getting 2. Like there's no 4, 5, whatever. It's I'm getting a full night's sleep or I'm getting fucking nothing.
Yep. So I either need to sleep later or find a way to or go to bed. I don't know. It's not enough time. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
If I meditated more, then maybe I'd get more 8 hours sleeps.
Maybe. There's another app it's kind of a hippie app, but I'll tell you about it after if you remind me.
All right. Score's now 11-5.
Oh, he's making his comeback. This is usually how it happens.
Journaling.
Oof. No data 2022, but as we discussed 2023 now with data, 27. Okay. I could count mine for this year because I started kind of this year doing that. I'm going to go a little less, but not much. I'm going to go 24 this year. I'm going to say twice a month.
Twice a month, I wrote down. All right.
I think this is an area where you drastically improved. I'm going to go with 50 days.
All right.
Streak. 2. I'm going to go with a 2-day streak.
2 a month. There. Right in a row.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm playing the averages here. That's fine.
I get it.
We're going to go with 7.
All right. 11-5. What's going to happen here? Oh, game over.
Oh, but it didn't. Did it give results for that one though?
Yeah. Can I get to him? Oh no. It started the game over.
No. All I thought was I won. I think Ray took that round because I still had 11.
I think I got 1 in that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do have it. Hold on. Let's see what it was. $130 for this.
Wow.
And the streak was 29.
Damn.
I did make it a big point I want to do it 365 days.
Yeah.
That's my goal. I just switched. I was doing it in the morning, but I'm now doing it at night as part of, to see if that helps my falling asleep. Just dump what's in my mind before I go to bed.
That's what I was doing. And again, I'm way overdue here. I don't know when the last time I did was. Let me see.
Wish I'd have kept the.
I need a better way to do this because my just doing it in the notes app is not great. My last one was two weeks ago on 12/17, so I'm way overdue.
I used the Journey app for this.
The onboard iOS app.
Journey, like the band.
Oh.
But they're not involved, or I wouldn't use it.
Okay, because they do have iOS had a couple.
Yeah, I think
updates ago.
Yeah,
it's Journal.
I was like, too late, man. I already got an app. I'm not going to try and port it over now.
I have another
Too
one.
late.
I have another one that I used for a little while, and I have another one called Happy Feed.
Oh,
That was a good one, but I'm way overdue on that one as well.
For some reason, we were doing fireworks again tonight, just as loud as last night. So I'm going to have to go so I can go turn up volume on other things and hopefully not let the dogs freak out. So
It's fine. Don't be upset that you lost. It's fine.
that's fine. Just
it has nothing to do with that. I mean, I am a little upset with that I lost. It is the first time in years that I've lost in this game. So
The Price is Right rules were taken away from you, so a major part of the tactic, and a valid tactic it is, was taken away. So I grant you that.
maybe I'll bring that back for the next round, and maybe we could even a version of this is live. If you want to go play as either Ray or Chris, and you don't remember any of the numbers we said, you could go play this game yourself. But I'm not going to tell you the address, so because I'll probably make change.
So you'll not be able to find it, but it's out there.
It is out. Technically, it's online. We just played it. We just played it here live.
Yeah, and eventually, hopefully, if we can finally pull our heads out of our bums, there'll be more things like this up available on liveontapeddelay.com. Keep checking back. We'll keep pushing you for it, but, just keep checking it later. Bye-bye, Mailbox.
Happy New Year.